All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Manning to throw on second down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. On play action, now Manning. And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here now come the Falcons.
Let's go. 21. Hey, express.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he'll be out right at the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Get up! Gun. Hey, gun. Gun. Ready to go!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
21.
Ryan. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And up. Big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Kevin Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Manning now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, what a move. And shutting him off. Now open field. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A terrific run by the rookie Barkley. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. The 40. 30. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Manning now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Manning will try again on second down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Manning again. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, it's Manning. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Manning now to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Throwing is Manning. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working from the gun, Manning. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down to Barkley on the check down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
26. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Good.
Here's Barkley. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Zebra. Zebra.
Now Manning. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Manning going to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. On play action. Now Manning. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Tuesday. 20.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Four down. Now set. Go blue 80. Check back 45.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Zebra. We got 3. We got set. We got blue 80. And go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
From the gun, it's Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Zebra. Set.
Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, wait.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Manning under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Zebra. Hey, gun.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Manning looking for Shepard deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. Breaks a tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun. 21.
Freeman again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the pitch to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis
I
match,
actually
right?
don't watch a
Not
lot of
letting them
YouTube,
break
bro.
your serve.
I actually
That
put
way
out
you
my own
hold on
YouTube
to it.
plays.
They got it
I have my
done,
own
and they
channel
feel very good
and following.
about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Excuse
Meanwhile,
the
for the
typo.
Giants,
I have my own channel, and I put out my own
ebooks.
ebooks.
And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.